Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. This is your October 2020 Picket card reading, Virgo. I am using a signifier from the Vice Versa Tarot deck this month. This is your card, the Hermit, from the Rider-Waite system. The Vice Versa Tarot is by Massimiliano Filodoro, Linnea Weatherstone, and Davide Corsi. And this is my #1 favorite tarot deck. I just have to be very careful when using it because I can get lost in it for hours. Not just the front side and all of the meaning and the symbolism here, but we also have the back side. And on this side, this talks about Virgo's counterpart, Pisces. And, you know, on this side, he's going out and seeking facts, seeking information. But on this side, you have the information you need. You need to learn to trust your instincts. It's hard for Virgo to do. We like facts. So when they talk about trusting your instincts, what they mean is, in psychology, we learn that the subconscious mind processes every bit of information. It sees everything, it smells everything, it hears everything, and it processes it. It puts it where it's supposed to go, in a memory, you know, smack to the front of the system in order to be dealt with. There's a fire, you know, something like that. Now, your subconscious has no way of speaking to your conscious mind other than like gut feelings, hunches. Sometimes you'll get like a flash of an idea. These are all ways that your subconscious mind speaks to your conscious mind. So when they say trust your gut, it's really trust your brain, trust your subconscious. If there's someone that makes you feel uncomfortable, there's probably something you witnessed in the past about them, or smelt something about them, or, you know, there's something that your subconscious picked up on that you did not. And trust that. All right. Sorry. I hope I didn't bore anybody with that. I find it all so fascinating with the way the human mind works and the things that it can create. Speaking of things it can create, we have 3 piles here. And before I get into this, I'm going to ask that if you like these readings, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload. And drop me a line if you'd like. Pile number 1 is represented by a superb Druzy and the Tarot of Haunted House by Sasha Graham and Mirco Pierfederici. And again, this is my second favorite deck. I probably use this deck every single day. Very much love it. And this is representative of the kind of art you'll see in this deck. This is, again, the Tarot of Haunted House. The 10 of Cups, a card of happiness, family, having all of your goals met and everything you want. So pile number 1, Tarot of Haunted House, and the superb Druzy. Pile number 2 is a Peacock ore and the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. And this is the sort of image you will see. 6 of Swords, a card of healing, moving on, going into calmer waters, getting over the rough spot. The storm is over. Again, pile number 2, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot by Rose Wright and Eugene Smith. And the Peacock ore. Deck number 3 is the Small Amethyst Cluster and the Ghost Tarot by Davide Corsi. And this is representative of the artwork you'll find within. We have Taurus here with the Hierophant. Again, pile number 3 with the Amethyst. Timestamps, as always, are down below in the comments as well as in the description box, as well as any information you may need to know. So let's go ahead and take a moment to resonate on which pile's right for you, Virgo. If you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause that video and let's get started. I will be using the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton for questions or clarification, advice, whatever strikes that I need an oracle card for. So, welcome, pile number 1, my beautiful, superb, Druzy Virgos. And you guys are indeed superb. You are super helpful and super caring and super smart. Virgos tend to be the ones top of their class, best in their career field, and just all around good at dealing with people and the world. We do tend to be a little overly factual at times, which can bother people, but in my mind, if you're honest and you got nothing to hide, there's nothing to worry about. So that's how I try to live. That and try to make Mr. Rogers proud. That's my goal in life. I know he's gone, but I'd like to pass one day thinking that I lived my life in a way that would make him proud. If you don't know who Mr. Rogers is, I suggest you check him out. He was a pretty amazing guy. He was very caring, very inspiring, very loving, and one of his major tenets was do not name call people, because you have no idea why they are the way they are, or what they've been through, or what their thinking is until you stop and talk with them. And by name calling, you disparage and try to lessen them, and that doesn't help any situation. That's funny. Here you are, Virgo. The Hermit. 2 of them now. There's some guidance you're looking for, obviously. Most people don't look at a tarot card reading unless they're looking for some sort of answer. We have the Hangman here saying that you need to take some time to figure something out. There may be another viewpoint that you haven't been able to see that you're going to be able to see, or you're taking some time out and you're learning something so that it has you looking at something within a different view. This is you, thinking one way and then actually doing the research and taking the time out to reconsider things and realizing that maybe you were wrong, or realizing that you were right all along. The 7 of Wands talks about feeling really defensive, feeling like you're hemmed in, feeling like people are coming at you and coming after you. Be very careful how you speak with people. Take a little bit of time before jumping into anything so that you are not misreading the situation and causing further problems down the line. Sometimes we can analyze things and be incorrect in our judgments, and it can cause problems. The King of Wands is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone who is exciting, fiery, passionate. They may be loud and sometimes temperamental. They're not really like mean and awful people. They're just passionate and loud. Or not necessarily loud, but they, well, that's not true. Well, yeah, the King of Wands does like to draw attention to himself a little bit. He's not like super duper flashy, but this is the guy that's going to roll up in a BMW when everybody else is rolling up in a golf cart, We have the Star card, Aquarius, here, saying there is some hope for this situation. We have quite a few major arcana. Look for the answers. Take some time to consider a different viewpoint before jumping in about something you're passionate about. There is hope. You don't want to be depressed, or maybe kind of look away, maybe the response here, because we have the 4 of Cups. Now, generally the 4 of Cups speaks of depression, malaise, possibly illness, not seeing what is on offer because you're so focused on what's in front of you. And then we have the Lovers card. Obviously, this is, you know, finding your soulmate, finding your other half. This can also be finding the perfect job for you, finding the perfect thing for you, finding the perfect fit, the perfect house, car, dress, whatever it is that you need. It's, you know, coming in. Your prayers here have been answered, and you maybe didn't see the first attempt to give this gift to you, but it's here. So let's take a look at what the bottom of our deck, our energy for the month, says. Oh my, we have the Two of Cups. This is a card of love. When you pair it with the Lovers, this really speaks of October possibly bringing in offers of love. I don't see an Ace of Cups. We do have the King of Pentacles. So, but interesting. Interesting energy, Virgo. I'm kind of excited. I wonder what October has planned for all of us. So, you may need to do some asking around, do some research on something, and take some time before you jump into the fray. This could be if you're going on if you're debating, or you're going on an interview with something, job interview even. Taking the time out to do the research about the company, about where their positions are, political positions, things like that, so that when you get there, you're not wearing, a Biden-Harris pin in their Trump company. You want to make sure that you understand the things that are going to be coming at you, so that you're not feeling defensive within the interview, but you're feeling like charismatic. Like, this is a guy who has a woman in his arms who he just bit on the neck and partially drained her blood. But he could sit here and talk to the cops and get away with it. And I feel like this is you. If you're prepared for this situation, whatever the situation is, where you feel like all eyes are on you, if you prepare for it, you're going to come out like a superstar. There may be a little bit of time afterwards where you kind of feel like, I don't want to say roller coaster. It's like you're almost like you're up and you're down, but then you're not really down. You're just not seeing the next hill coming up. Does that make sense? And the next hill coming up is the perfect thing for you. With the Lovers card, the Two of Cups, we've got the Star card here. This could also be you questioning a long-term relationship, if this is the right long-term relationship for you. But either way, we've got love coming in. We've got love, we've got hope, we've got self-discovery. There we go. So, it's interesting. And then with the King of Pentacles under the two, this could be another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or that could be you feeling really solid in who you are. But to start out the reading with you is kind of funny. Or I should say with us. Let's see if I'm getting anything else here. If this is a new relationship coming in for you because that's something that you wanted, I want you to be very honest with this person, and try and look at things from their viewpoint. That will help make sure maybe you guys debate a little bit, but maybe after your debates, you kind of feel like meh, and they feel like saucy. So this could be you saying, hey, can we not do that? But I'm going to pull your major arcana down so you could see that most of your reading is major. The minor cards do play with the major very well. You do have an exciting opportunity coming your way. You have to be very careful how you approach it and how you react to it. If you're too nonchalant about this amazing, like if you get an amazing offer on your house or something and you're too nonchalant about it, you may lose it. But you also may inspire their passion for the house. I see the perfect, I mean, we've got, again, the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So the perfect thing for you is coming in. The exact thing you've always wanted. The thing you have prayed for with the Star card here. This is something that you've been praying for, you've been asking for, you've been, you know, hoping for. Whatever, you know, maybe not praying, but wishing, dreaming, wanting, it's coming. But it may be coming in a form that you don't see. Like, you could already have a friend that is like everything you want, but you're so used to and stuck in and seeing them a certain way that because you're not seeing them in that way, you're not here yet. But if you take the time to do the research and kind of look at things in a different perspective, maybe ask some questions from some people that know you guys best, things of that nature, I think you're going to find something interesting happening. But we do have true love coming your way, so that's nice for anybody that was hoping and praying for it with the Star here. It's also possible this true love that's coming your way is someone that kind of ignored you in the past, or someone that wouldn't have seen you in the past. Maybe they are a superstar, a celebrity. Signs on the board. We have Virgo. We have, I kind of see this as a Sagittarius card for me. Other readers see it in other ways. We have the Taurus, Leo, Gemini, excuse me. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Aquarius. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Gemini, and we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So those are the signs we have so far. And yeah, I think there's something that you're going to learn that you're going to be able to use to sort of fend off something. But it brings something better your way. This is someone may be making a jab at you and you saying, you know what, I'm just going to ignore that jab. And because you ignored that jab, you know, somebody else saw that restraint and is like, yeah, I want that person working for my company. Or, yeah, that person should be a manager. Or, yeah, I want to get that person's books. Or that person's artwork. Or that person's, you know, cuckoo clocks that they make. And I don't know if someone out there makes cuckoo clocks, but you're awesome. Cuckoo clocks are the best. And I appreciate your hard work. Because they're not easy. And they're really, really cool. Alright. Can I get a couple more? Come on. Cauldron, synergy and healing. Bottom of the deck, forgiveness, reducing burden. A lot of people get the wrong idea about forgiveness. They think that forgiveness is about helping that person heal. Excuse me, but the reality of the situation is that forgiveness is about reducing the burden on yourself. This is one less thing you have to carry. You're forgiving them for you so that you can move on and be stronger and be better. It doesn't mean you have to forget what happened. It doesn't mean you have to trust them. It doesn't mean you have to care about them or do anything with them ever again. It just means that you're forgiving them so that you don't ever have to think about them again in your life. And that's going to bring you a lot of synergy and healing. The graveyard says there may be some unnecessary fear at play. Someone may poke you in the right button that makes you angry or upset, and you're not usually an angry or upset person. Rather than just responding, take some time, take some space so that you don't come off like, you know, someone just biting a woman's head off. Ask for the right words to say if it's something you really do want to respond to, and if it's not something you want to respond to, ignore it. Focus on the things you love, on the things that bring you joy. We have ancestors here, the love and legacy of our DNA. Focus on your family. Forget the people online who are wrong, who say the wrong things or upset you in ways that may hurt, but it's time to forgive them. It's time to let them go. Realize who and what they are, and don't put any more energy into them because they don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your thought. And that's what forgiveness does. Because if you don't forgive, that's you seeing them, you know, at the Sam's Club or Costco or insert bulk store here and going, man, I really hate that guy, or I really hate that girl. But, or, you know, I really hate them. By doing this, if you see them in that store, you just ignore them. They don't exist. There's another faceless entity. And that is nice. It's nice not to have to even think about them. Because when you think about them, you give them your energy. They don't deserve it. So, you have some healing coming your way. There may be something preying on your fears in the month of October. It also could be just, you know, make sure you take time out to watch some really good scary movies with some family. That can bring a lot of healing. You know, if you have a preteen kid or a teenage kid, sit down and watch a movie with them. It might heal the relationship you guys have going on. If you have a parent that you're kind of fighting with, sit down and watch a movie with them. Grab something old. I mean, there's a lot of really great old movies for Halloween. You've got like the Universal Monster series with Frankenstein and Dracula, the Wolfman. You have old wonderful movies like The Body Snatchers, where they're digging up people's graves. But it's, you know, Boris Karloff, and it's beautiful. It's a brilliant story. I think it's 40, it's somewhere between 45 and 58 is all I know right now, but it's a really good story. It used to be one I used to watch every Halloween until I met my husband. But sitting down and watching movies and stuff together with someone that we may be fighting with, especially if there's a little bit of a fear aspect where you guys maybe jump and giggle and, oh, I jumped too, oh, you jumped, ha ha ha, that kind of stuff. It can help heal a lot of things, especially if you've got some outside influences causing some pain and drama. But October, I feel like someone is coming in for you to help you to really, you know, heal some past pain. And it's really beautiful, guys. And it's something that you deserve, because you Virgos, you really help other people so much. So your prayers have been heard. Pay attention, because you've got something big, something that you really, really love coming your way. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And I want to thank you for taking time out to watch my reading. Well, Strength made a little jump out, so you may be dealing with a Leo. Also could be telling you just to stay strong. And then love yourself with the Queen of Cups. Also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'm going to just shuffle these really quick. If anybody's watching through, I apologize, but I like them to be well and shuffled before I go on to the next time I use them, which will be with the next set of cards here. All right. My lovely Amethyst Virgos, let us see what October of 2020 is bringing your way. You guys chose the Ghost Tarot by Davide Corsi. And I do like this deck a lot. It is a nice, easy, comfortable deck to work with. The cards are good size. They interact nicely with each other. They're not chipping each other or causing any damage around the outside. I hope you guys have been having a really good September. I hope that things have been going well for you. I know that it's been a little bit of a trial here at with my family and things going on. We got a lot of bad going on right now, so let's see. We have options. The Seven of Cups brings us a lot of options. Options you're not even seeing right now. But boy, will you. We have the Queen of Cups here telling you to love yourself. Also could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the situation that you're dealing with, it calls for a little bit of love. There's some options coming your way in love, possibly. We have the Eight of Wands here, which has you feeling free. This also speaks of a message coming in. Victory, possibly travel. We have the High Priestess telling you to trust your intuition, Virgo. We have the Five of Pentacles, which says you may be feeling like there's a lack of something in your life. But with the High Priestess here, you need to trust your intuition about that. The Three of Cups speaks of celebration, of excitement. And the Nine of Pentacles speaks of standing solidly on your own. The Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. That's your energy for the month of October. I'll pull these guys out. So this is really interesting. What I'm seeing here, Virgo, is for some of you, it's like some of you are finding the perfect house or perfect apartment that you love, and you're getting it. How do I know that? Because we have the Five of Pentacles here, which is you're feeling a lack, but you're celebrating something. You're celebrating your own independence. Well, when do you get your own independence? When you move out, get your own apartment, get your own house, something like that. Some of you could be going off to college. We have a lot of options here in regards to things that you love. You have a lot of things that you love in your life, or you will be getting a lot of things that you love in your life come October. There are a lot of messages coming in or coming your way, a lot of information. You may have travel coming up in some way, shape, or form. Trust your intuition on that. If you're feeling a lack of finances, a lack of funds, and you're unable to go on this trip, maybe say something to the people around you, because the Three of Cups can also be, you know, people supporting you emotionally. It can be friends supporting you emotionally. Or, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, your wealth is increasing. So, let me see here. Some of you could have caught somebody cheating. This independence, some of the, you know, there's a lot more options in your love life because now you're independent. You're trusting your intuition. You were feeling a lack of love in your last relationship. It turned out there was a third party situation. Now you're independent. You're free. The Ten of Pentacles is the happy family card. And then, of course, the Eight of Cups underneath it. And the Four of Wands. The Eight of Cups is a card of walking away. The Four of Wands is a card of a marriage, a celebration, a relationship. So this, you know, it's like walking away from this thing is going to be fruitful for you. So if you did walk away, if that is your situation, it will be a good one for you. You may be feeling a little bit of a lack financially to begin with, but because of a situation you didn't know fully, I think, you're going to find yourself with more finances than you thought you were going to have, if that makes sense. If this is about a job, you have several opportunities, several possibilities. You will get several calls back. Focus on the one that you love the most, the one you can see yourself doing, the one that makes you feel the most excited, most free, and trust your intuition when you go in there. You may be lacking something that they're looking for, but I feel like you can sell them on you anyway because you have other skills that can make up for it. The Nine of Pentacles, a lot of readers call it the Beyonce card because this is the happy single lady. This is the woman that is solid, independent. She has everything she needs. She does not need to look to anybody else to meet her physical comforts because she has it all. She brought it all on herself. She made it all herself. So it's like the happy single person card. This can also be gaining independence in other ways. This could be if you've been a housewife for a good long time. This can be you gaining independence and finding a new job that gets you out of the house and is just, you know, putting some money in your pocket, helping you feel less of a lack financially than what you had. So if you're looking for a job, I do feel like you have several opportunities coming your way in October. Make sure to sort them out, find the one that you love the most, and put your energy into it. Find out everything you need to know about the company so that you have the information possible to make a decision based on your gut in the moment. This lack of finances, I feel like it goes away. The lack of finances goes. Not that you're going to be rich per se, but I feel like you're going to have the finances you need to deal with whatever you need to deal with. It is possible if you're selling a house or selling a car, you get multiple options or multiple offers. If it's possible for you to not worry about the money, go with what feels right. Go with the one that you like the most because, you know, maybe you put a lot of work into that house and you want to make sure that someone that appreciates it has it. We have the Death card here. So there is change happening. But it's a good change. This is finding that you have everything you need. The Skull of Light speaks of illumination, which kind of fits in with the get all the information that you can if this is a company situation. If this is a relationship situation, I feel like you or they have a lot of, and since this is your reading, I feel like you have a lot of options in regards to love. But there's one person that just sets your soul aflame, like so exciting, so amazing. So trust your intuition, even if you may be feeling a little bit of a lack of love from them in the moment. You know, just enjoy the friendship that they're offering and stay independent. Don't rely on them, don't count on them, don't think about them, but enjoy the fun time with them. If you're interested in them romantically and that makes it worse for you, you may want to step away. But the lack of, with the Pentacles here, this part feels more financial to me. Like some of you, maybe you guys broke up with someone and now you're on your own in your own new apartment, and financially it's a little bit more draining on you, so you can't go out and celebrate with the girls like you like. But if you take a little bit of time to save up that money, you're going to be sitting in a position where you will be able to go out with the girls and you'll be able to pay for the round. We have Graveyard, unnecessary fear here, telling you you may be afraid about doing this thing, but you can do it. You're going to rock it. You are amazing. Werewolf, exploring wildness. This could be you exploring something that you never thought you'd be able to do. Someone told you can't be an artist. This is you becoming an artist. We have the Skeleton here. We have Leo saying stay strong. And your final card is the Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Well, with the High Priestess here, although the Witch tends to strike me more as a magician card, but the High Priestess as well is an earthly weaver of worlds. And I kind of feel like there is something that you are creating for yourself that is better than what you had, but you're kind of afraid that you're not sure if you're doing the right thing. And these cards are saying you have done the right thing. If you're going down a path that's going to put you in a better position for yourself, not just financially, but like I feel almost emotionally as well, and then this is right. But there is a massive change. You don't have to be afraid, because stay strong. You're smart. You know which, with wise seeing, wise action is your energy. You know which road to take. You know what to say, what to do, how to, get there. You've got the Ten of Pentacles as your other energy. I really honestly feel, Virgo, that October is going to bring a huge shift in the way you're dealing with your life financially, and possibly in love, in regards to love, but more so financially. I feel like this Queen of Cups is here more about loving yourself and finding the options to make yourself truly happy. There's not a whole lot of other cups here besides the Three of Cups, which speaks of a third-party situation. It speaks of celebration, relying on your friends, taking time out with your friends. The Queen of Cups, which is a loving, caring person who is a good mother, helps people. And then we've got the Seven of Cups, which speaks of options. There's nothing here about romance. There's some freedom, there's some travel, there's some excitement, there's some financial gain, there's, the happy family card and finances in the future, but it's almost like you've got to get yourself into a position of strength if you're looking for love before you can find that other person. But there are options in regards to dating. Just have some fun. Have some fun and take the time to figure it out, what it is you want, what kind of person you're looking for. And if you find a person like that, go after them. Wise seeing, wise action. Explore your wildness. Maybe you're someone who doesn't ask people out. Ask them out. Send them an email. You never know what can happen. So that is what I have for you, my gorgeous amethystine Virgos. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I hope that October brings you some happiness. I hope it gets you to a point where you are feeling this secure, solid, happy place. You have everything you need and everything you want on your own. That's the doorway for love to come in. I feel like October is a month where you are going to be creating the world you want for yourself in the future, and it is going to be amazing. So take some time, anytime you need to figure out things, and trust your intuition. Remember, you are the earthly weaver of this world, so you are going to be able to create what you want to see for yourself. It may take a little bit of work, but stay strong. You're going to get through it, and you're going to be beautiful at it. I just know it. All right. Bye, guys. For those watching through, I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle these a couple times so that they are, in case anybody needed to see that. We have the Skull of Darkness, which is blind spots and ghost regret. So if there's something you've been regretting in the past, maybe you've had some blind spots about it, about them, about the situation, and maybe it's time to really look back with a neutral eye and see if maybe things might have been different than what you originally thought they might be like. You are a really solid person, Virgo, and you deserve someone good in your life, and you deserve to have a good employer and good friends. And I think for most of us, October will be bringing that shit in the freaking dozens. So let's see what the cards say for you, my Edgar Allan Poe crew, my Peacock or Virgos. Let's see what's coming your way in October of 2020. I hope September has been kind to you. I hope you have everything you need to live the way you want to live. I hope that people have been helpful to you. I hope that you have been able to help others if you want. I hope that you've just had a really good overall month, overcoming any obstacles that may have been presented your way with ease. And I'm hoping the same for October for you, Virgo. Here's hoping that October brings a little joy, a little something special for you. You guys work so hard and help so many people. Let's see what we got here. Well, this card came out first, and it is the Magician. This is one of your cards, Virgo. This is a card of manifestation, of creation, of creating, of bringing forth your desires and wishes into this world through your own means, through creation. And then we have the Chariot, which talks about victory, about you doing this, bringing it in quickly, messages coming in, travel, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, that's the Cancer card. We have the Six of Swords. This is healing a relationship or healing something, moving toward calmer waters, things getting better. You're manifesting something into your life that is changing things for the better in a quick way, it looks like. These guys just jumped. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. It's very possible you are not trusting your gut, your intuition in this situation. See, when the High Priestess is this way, this is someone who is connected to the divine source. They're connected to themselves. They're connected to their subconscious. They're connected to an understanding that they know what is right and what is not right. In the reverse, the High Priestess is someone who is a little bit lost, a little bit unsure of themselves, a little bit self-conscious, and possibly negative about themselves. And then we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands upright speaks of conflict. It speaks of fighting. In the reverse, the Five of Wands talks about either ignoring the conflict and hoping it'll go away, or totally like running away from the conflict. But with the Six of Swords here, you're healing. So it's possible this happened in the past. It's possible you're being very hard on yourself about putting off something, or about not directly addressing something. Ay, caramba. We have the Ten of Cups, a card of happiness, fulfillment, having everything you need or want. The Hierophant, a card of marriage, a card of commitment, a card of relationships. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is in the upright. The Page of Pentacles is someone who is learning something new. This is the alchemist turning iron into gold. In this direction, the Page of Pentacles is someone who is not learning anything new, someone who is refusing to learn anything more. We have the Three of Swords, and this would be why you're not wanting to learn anything more. You've had your heart broken. This is you really crushing on someone, and then you seeing them somewhere with a girl, and they're trying to explain to you, but you don't want to hear it because they already broke your heart. The Seven of Wands has you feeling really defensive and upset and angry. And the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups upright talks about feeling like a kid, going back to the past, reliving childhood memories. In the reverse, the Six of Cups speaks of like looking on the past with like a, rose-colored glasses. Like maybe that first boyfriend of yours wasn't as perfect as you thought, and you've been trying to ignore the fact that he broke your heart. Let's just see what the cards have to say. The Ace of Swords brings a refreshing new look at this situation. All right. Your energy card is the Nine of Cups. Wishes being granted. That's nice. That's a good energy to have. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of patience, a card of waiting, a card of, you know, hang in there. This is Scheherazade telling the 1001 stories. And we have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands upright speaks of messages coming in. It speaks of travel. It speaks of free communication. In the upright, this is communication being blocked. This can also mean miscommunication. So give me just a moment here. There's a lot going on and a lot of interesting stories within the cards right now. Okay. We have the Magician. Saying you're manifesting something. The Chariot is there saying it's coming in quickly and it's a victory for you. The Six of Swords saying it's something that's going to help you heal. The High Priestess is there saying you're not listening to your intuition. The Five, or you're maybe downgrading yourself, or not downgrading, degrading yourself, talking bad about yourself, dealing with a bad case of, you know, oh, what's the word? Silly me. Silly me. What's the word? Oh, dear. Where you feel like you're a fraud, but you're not really a fraud because you're really doing the thing, but you feel like you're a fraud because it can't be like this. This isn't real. It's too good or too amazing. But what is that called? Hold on one second. I'm going to go look that up. Imposter syndrome was the word I was looking for. Imposter syndrome is where you start doubting yourself. You start doubting your accomplishments. You start doubting your place in your career, in your life, thinking maybe you don't deserve it. Maybe you're not good enough. You're kind of maybe... This could be people telling you, no, you're great. You're the best this ever. You're the best mom ever. You're the best employee ever. You're the best everything ever. And it makes you happy, but at the same time, you may be having a hard time believing it. But if it's coming from someone that you trust, if it's coming from someone that you rely on, that you believe in, that you think of as as an authority figure above you, believe it, because they're not going to lie to you. The Page of Pentacles says that there may be something you need to learn that you've kind of been putting off. There may be some schooling you need to do, a test you need to take. There's something that you've kind of been putting off in regards to education or learning something. Don't put it off too long because it's going to hurt if you do. We have the Three of Swords talking about heartbreak. So if you're putting it off too long, you may find some heartbreak. Be very careful in dealing with this situation that you don't deal with it in an angry manner. Even if you are upset, try and kind of calm down. Find a happy place and go there. And, make sure that you're not getting upset over a misunderstanding. Because when I've got the Six of Cups, and when you get the Seven of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles, what I feel like is like there's some pain here from a misunderstanding. Like somebody said something and you may have heard it and took it the wrong way. And it's really causing you a lot of pain. It's causing you a lot of heartbreak. It's causing you to be on edge whenever you're around this person. Instead of avoiding it, instead of not saying anything, instead of trying to avoid the conflict, you're really causing more problems for yourself in the future. It would really be better to be honest with this person in a polite adult way, and then just kind of wait and see where it goes from there. You may want to write this stuff down and then not send the letter. Don't send it. Write it down for you so that if you do ever have a talk with them, you know how to address it better. Or in writing it down, you can figure out a good way to address it. But you need to address something, because if they're hurting you, if they're making you feel less than, if they're giving you a case of imposter syndrome when you're really so freaking badass, you don't deserve that. You deserve this happiness here, and that's why it's here. It's being given to you by an authority figure because you deserve it. So stop doubting yourself. And if you're not doubting yourself, there may be someone around you that is doubting you that you need to cut out of your life, because they're hurting you. They're holding you back. They're keeping you from achieving your dreams and goals and wants and desires because of their own selfish wants, desires, dreams, and goals. So writing it down may be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some cards here and get some oracle cards for you. This is the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. And it felt right for the month of October. Let's see, any advice for my beautiful Virgos for the month of October? What came out for the reading before you? Any advice for my beautiful Virgos? All right. We have the veil, the future, at the bottom here. So your energy for the month of October will be in dealing with things that will help your future. All right. We have the Skull of Darkness, blind spots. Again, this speaks of miscommunication. There is something that you're not seeing fully. So it's going to help you. It's going to behoove you to be honest this month in October. Death. Now this came out again for the group in front of you. So if you were drawn to group number 2, here is a little message from there. The death card is here to say that there is a change taking place, a change for the better. We have forgiveness here. This also came out for the group before you. This is about reducing burden. This is about letting go. When you forgive someone, you forgive them not for what they did, but so that you don't have to think about them anymore. You don't have to deal with them anymore. They're no longer taking space in your head. So I feel like there is some miscommunication here that has you putting an end to a relationship and forgiving another relationship. Like somebody lied to you. Like this is one of those things where like somebody lied to you about your spouse cheating because they wanted you for themselves, kind of thing. And so this is you putting an end to that kind of stuff and forgiving your spouse for thinking that they had that affair or whatever, and looking toward the future to see where you want to be in the future, but as well try and find where your blind spots are. Maybe you do have a blind spot in regard to this person, but I don't think you will after this comes out. I think also this forgiveness, reducing burden is for those of you that the imposter syndrome clicked with. If you're feeling imposter syndrome, the month of October is time for you to change. It's time for you to take your control back and realize that you are not an imposter. You are amazing, and you did do the thing. You did all those accomplishments that are your accomplishments. That was you doing that. That's not an imposter. That's a success, and that's what you are, and that's what you're going to be. I mean, for crying out loud, your card underneath here is the 9 of Cups. This is a card of wishes being granted, of having everything you want. So in October, make sure to clear up miscommunication, because I see a lot of miscommunication in the cards here. Again, blind spots, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse. You know, there's a lot of misunderstandings happening. And then there's also a lot of discoveries about those misunderstandings. But you're manifesting healing into your life. So these misunderstandings are coming so that you can heal and cut the wheat from the chaff. That means you're cutting out the people in your life that are not worth taking time over. You're cutting out the people who are hurting you. You're cutting out the people who are making you feel defensive. You're cutting out the people who are making you feel less than, because you know you're something more. And you deserve to know that, because you're amazing, Virgo. And if you don't know that, this is me telling you that right now. You are freaking amazing. Look at you. Look at you, gorgeous. All right, so this change is not a bad one. Embrace it and direct it the way you want. Keep an eye out. We have blind spots. We also have the veil. So you know, with the Ace of Swords here, it really feels like there's a lot of miscommunication. So double, triple check emails before sending them. Double, triple check your social media posts before posting them. And I think your October is going to be okay. If you can cut out that kind of stuff by double and triple checking things that you say and do before you say and do them, I think you're going to find your October is going to move a whole lot more smoothly. And some of these upside down cards are going to go right side up. And this one's going to flip. So, trust your gut. Listen to the people around you as well. And ask. If there may be the possibility of a miscommunication, ask. If someone asks you to do something, repeat it back to them. If you can do it in a text message, all the better, because then you can show them, oh, but I said this right here to you. And they can't be like, oh, I never heard that, because it's in a text message. So that is all the advice that I have for you, my gorgeous peacock or people. I hope that October brings you all the joy in the world, and I hope that this miscommunication going on gets cleared up quickly. I feel like with a little bit of work, you're going to be able to turn this stuff around, but it is going to take you, again, double and triple checking things before sending them, and double and triple checking with people that what they said is what they said and what they meant. And I think you're going to be great. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye.